Are you guys ready? Are y'all ready for the sickness that's about to occur right now? Because it's about to get sick. All right. I want you. Okay, listen. We're all going to collectively. Y'all ready? Let's take a breather. Let's breathe in, and then let's let it out. Because what's about to happen is about to be the most cursed thing you've ever seen in your entire life. Welcome to Beyond Wet Goddess. This is apparently the name of this video. The man who fell in love with a dolphin. This is his interview of his experience, we're going to say, with dolphins. And it's going to be so cursed, in fact, that if you just decide to leave, I understand. So, are you ready? Because I'm ready. Let's go.
I think we're all ready.
The dolphin read your mind.
She realized I was a zoophile. I was more or less into sex with dogs. And I hadn't had any, but I had tried. She was masturbating on me. And one time, she actually had a climax. UFOs do seem to have something to do with the sea. And who is in a better position to know what's going on in the sea than the dolphins? There's all kinds of questions we could answer if we could talk to dolphins. That's what was so fascinating. That I, who had made love with a dolphin, should run into this woman. Also, that she was a witch.
So I first heard about Malcolm J. Brenner when...
Okay. He just said a whole lot in a very short amount of time. Okay, this man went from falling in love with the dolphin, trying to do naughty things to dogs, which I believe is illegal in many, many states.
It's called bestiality, and I don't think it is illegal.
You don't think it's illegal?
I don't think it is. Hold
There's-
on. I can search it up real
Yeah,
quick.
you search it up because I am not having that on my browser. Yo, FBI. Yeah, bro, this is about to be the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's too bad animals can't file.
Okay. This is what it says. It says, while once a crime under common law, currently all but 4 U.S. states have criminal statutes against bestiality.
What state?
These statutes make those convicted of the offense guilty of either of misdemeanor or felony, depending on both state and the severity of the crime. So it depends on what the animal is too. Oh no!
Please no, go further. We need clarification. What states are they legal in?
It doesn't say. That's what it says. Hold up. What states is
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad he's doing it.
all right. Only 4 states: Hawaii, New Mexico, West Virginia, and the last one shouldn't be a surprise: Wyoming.
Let's get
I hope
started.
you enjoy it.
What do you mean you hope we enjoy it?
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, I can hear you, Malcolm. Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm okay this morning.
Okay,
A
good.
little slow to wake up, but that's normal.
I'm okay
at my
this
age.
morning. Just had sex with a dolphin.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm sitting here thinking. Like, yo, this whole time I'm gonna be looking for animals in the background so I can call. Yo, start.
Dude, could you imagine you had like a parakeet in there? Rat. You got a tiny wiener. Rat.
Oh, wow. Bend over. Yo. Oh my, yo. Okay, listen, guys. We're calling PETA right away. We're calling. If I see a dog in the background, yo, we're calling PETA because that dog.
I don't think they're gonna be able to do shit.
Okay. So the start of this interview is really interesting already. He's like being super nice, super cordial, which is cool, right? You know, because you don't want to kind of come in with like a hostility because you're doing an interview. But like, you gotta like, okay, if I was having this interview with this dude, I'd be like, oh yeah, thank you for having it. What is wrong with you? I'd be like, what, bro? What? Like I would be so unhinged at the fact that this man was like I want to know, did he go to jail? Like,
I mean, if he lives in Hawaii or any of those states, probably no.
like what?
I guess for the audience, would you like to introduce yourself? Who are you?
I'm Malcolm J. Brenner. I'm a writer and photographer, and reporter was my trade when I was working. I'm retired now. In 1970, I had a rather fascinating love affair with a female bottlenose dolphin, which most people don't have. And I've been trying to tell-
1970. Wait, did he just say 1970?
1970. Wait.
That dolphin's dead.
Yeah, that dolphin's definitely dead. Secondly, we're not just gonna glance over all of what he just said. He said, "Yeah, I had a real life love affair with a dolphin that most people don't have." No, you think? And you can tell he's going back. Look at his eyeballs. His eyes are up, and typically when people are remembering things, they're like looking up and they're thinking deep. He is thinking about some of the crazy things he did with this dolphin.
He's thinking about that hole on the top of the dolphin's head.
He was like,
That's what he's thinking about.
he was like, "I don't call it a blowhole for." No, stop it! Stop. Okay.
You're the one that continued that one. That was on you.
Stop. Yeah, no, it's me. It's my fault. Okay. He is reliving it. You can tell. Like, that smirk on his face is like, "I got away with it." And the Scooby-Doo gang couldn't stop me either.
Keep Scooby away from him. What you
Yo,
mean?
you gotta keep Scooby away. Oh, Raggy. Run, Raggy. No, you gotta run, Scooby. He's like, "Do you want some Scooby snacks?" Her dogs like bones. Okay, I'm done.
tell people what the dolphins are and what they are up to possibly on this planet ever since.
You do have a book, which is probably the book that you're most known for, relating to the dolphin Dolly.
Right.
That
Right.
book is titled Wet Goddess, Recollections of a Dolphin Lover.
Right. It's as close as I could write to what actually happened to me without getting sued by any of the people that are mentioned in the book, not as themselves, of course, but as mere characters,
Yeah.
but are still alive.
I mean, how would anybody else react? Like, okay, like honestly, can y'all tell me if you're here right now? How would you react if you're having an interview with someone, right? And they're telling you, their escapades, and it's not normal escapades, okay? It's by far the least noteworthy escapades. Like, it's the kind of escapades that you would never tell anybody. Like Fleece Johnson is more acceptable than what this man is talking about. At least he was in prison taking man booty. This man talking about I'm taking dolphin booty, and I like it. he just swimming up to dolphins like, "I likes you, and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours." Like, this man, he's just like, "Oh, blah, 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 blah."
Dude, could you imagine a shark passing the fucking water chasing a dolphin?
Yo,
That man's fucking weird. I want
yeah. Shark swim by like, nah, I'm good, bro. This the wrong hood. This the wrong hood for me. All right, let's continue.
Of course. So, inspired by true events. And then I guess for anybody who also wants to know the nitty-gritty, dirty details, there's also a short documentary that you told me about, which was called Dolphin Lover. And that pretty much summarises...
He's coughing like it's nothing.
I know. He literally is like, "Yo, you got this." He said, "You got this whole thing going on here, called Dolphin Lover." And he's just like, that's me. All right, continue on.
the experience.
Well, that's why I made the film Dolphin Lover, because it's basically
made a
like
film?
the Cliff Notes versions.
We're never
made a-
gonna get through this.
He made a film.
This man, okay, listen. I don't know if this is the biggest brain play or the dumbest, the smallest brain play.
Oh, okay. It's like 17 minutes. It's not that big.
This man said, "Not only did I write a book about it, I made a movie about it."
Dude, it has a 5.9 out of 10 rating. All right. We can continue.
Version of what got us. And the only thing that really has been left out of that, because there wasn't enough time or budget, was the fact I had rather extensive telepathic communications with the dolphin, which is really weird if you think about it, but it turns out I'm not the only guy on the planet who has this particular delusion. This is a real thing. Scientists don't acknowledge it because scientists don't acknowledge about half of what's going on because it's not repeatable in a lab.
This man said I was telepathically communicating with dolphins.
Okay, well, I'm gonna telepathically go to the bathroom and go get food.
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
You continue to go on this rant.
I'm about to. Okay. I can't. All right. Delusion is absolutely correct. Okay. Let me ask you a quick question here. If I looked at you and said, hey, you know what, guys? I want y'all to know that I can telepathically link to my dog, right? What would you say to me? What would your general response be? And then for this man to sit here and say, it was just really weird, man. You know, like they can't replicate it, but I was just in the ocean. You know, I was checking out the merchandise and I was just, you know, just swimming around. I seen this pretty old fine dolphin lady and I was just like, yo, how you doing? And she telepathically was like, hey, what's up, handsome? And I knew right away that I could talk to dolphins in my head. Let's just right here.
Interpret the experience that you had back in the 70s. It wasn't just sex. There was a connection between you and Dolly, and the connection was not just one way. It wasn't just that you fell in love with a dolphin, but Dolly also connected with you as well.
Let's be absolutely clear about one thing.
Yes.
When I first went to Florida Funland, or Florida Land, the real name of the park, Florida Land, I didn't have any idea what dolphins were like. I had read a little bit about them. Everything that happened at the park was Dolly's idea. The dolphin took the initiative.
Stop the cap. Did you hear what this man just said? Everything that happened between me and apparently the dolphin's name was Dolly. He said, that just wasn't my idea. It was all her idea.
That's bullshit.
Yes, she initiated. She seen me pulling out my schlong and she was like, oh yeah, you know what? No, I'm going to initiate this. Come on, give it here. That's just stuff.
In reaching out to me, both personally and sexually.
All right, so once again, this man is blaming the dolphin. Anyway.
That happened at the park was Dolly's idea. The dolphin took the initiative in reaching out to me, both personally and sexually. And I think she reached out sexually because of one thing. Dolphins have sex the way humans shake hands. What that tells me is that dolphins attach some meanings to sex that we don't.
No.
Is he for real?
No.
Usually when I shake someone's hand, it's for a job interview or some shit. Not to have sex.
No. Hang on. Look, what? No, you're not going to explain this away. You're not going to look all of us in our eyeballs right now and say, oh, dolphins, they just have sex the same way that people shake hands. Huh? Nah.
Could you imagine how my interview went? Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. There we go. Yeah, good morning. Like, no. It's pretty inaccurate. Also, he's shifting the blame and saying, well, the dolphin wanted to shake my hand, so I pulled out my wiener. Explain that to the police. Explain that to me. Explain it. Somebody explain it to me that he was like, yo, the dolphin came up and said hi, and I was like, well, here's my wiener.
Dolphins have sex the way humans shake hands.
Stop the cat.
What that tells me is that dolphins attach some meanings to sex that we don't. Most dolphins that get caught are just concerned with getting by in captivity and earning their fish and, keeping their weight up and keeping their masters happy. I think Dolly was something different. I think she was the dolphin equivalent of a scientist.
No. I listen. If anybody here looks at me dead in my eyeballs and says, I think that this dolphin was a scientist, you are literally crack piped out of your mind to think that, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get captured to study these humans. Let's see if any of them would be willing to pull out their wieners for me. I'm gonna take notes, write them on my fin, and when I get released back into captivity, I'll bring it to all of my horny brethren, and we'll find these mythical men. Exactly, thank you. We'll find these mythical men who like to schlongadong out there, and we'll create a whole bunch of half dolphin, half man babies, and it'll be glorious for science. Like, no, this is not for science. What is wrong with you? People do a lot of stuff for science. I understand that, right? But what kind of... All right. Nope. All right. Let's just continue, because I am in no way believing this man for what he just said. No way.
And she was studying her captors, human beings. And she was asking this question: why won't humans shake hands with us? You get it? Shake.
I give up. You know what? This man either knows how to make the greatest arguments known to man, I literally am at a loss for words, because he framed the argument, right? This is smart. I'm not going to lie to you. This is smart on his part. This is really smart on his part, because he sets you up with going, well, in my history for science in banging dolphins, right? For science, they just piddle each other, like shaking hands. So he sets this up in this framework, so you go, all right, he's crack pipe, but I'm willing to listen him out. Then he says, see, and now because they do this, like shaking hands, all she's doing is walking around going, why won't you shake hands with me? Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. This man is literally an Olympic gymnast the way he's jumping through hoops right now. 50 Shades of... No, this is 50 Shades of Dolphin. Yo, oh, the imagery. Yo, somebody needs to crop this man in a room with a bunch of BDSM stuff and a dolphin chained up to him. Just see a flipper just like, oh! Like, yeah. Oh, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I am so sorry.
We have to get through this.
We got to get through this.
Just to get to know you better. Let's have sex.
No, I'm going to go back a little bit.
Dolphins are asking a real question there. And in their society, in their way of life, it's a completely legitimate question. Come on, let's have sex. Just for fun. Just to get to know you better. Let's have sex. When I came along, the first time I got in the water with her, she wouldn't come near me. And I thought...
You think? Okay, so here's where now he's gonna contradict himself, right? Dude, he literally said the first time I got in that water, she wouldn't even come near me. I can probably guarantee that she knew. She seen the look that he was giving her and was like, nah, dog. Nah, dog. You looking at me the wrong way. You looking at me like I'm a fresh piece of meat out here.
That's the face he made when he had climaxed on the dolphin.
Don't, no. Oh. No wonder she wouldn't come near you.
Could you imagine the dolphin turns around? That's what she sees. Oh no.
We got to continue. I can't.
What's wrong with this? What's wrong with my hands? Just average human hands. And a bunch of thoughts went through my mind about what we humans do with our hands. And one of them, because I was, a 20-year-old male and horny, was that we use our hands in foreplay.
Wait. This man was 20 when he had sex with a dolphin? Oh my god. I'm almost 21 and I have yet to lose mine with a woman.
Shut up, because we're not gonna touch that with a 20-foot pole. Cause you ain't go, yo, how he lose his virginity to a dolphin? I can't. Anyway, listen, he's got to have a mental illness. Nobody gets in the water with a dolphin and goes, I wonder why she won't come near me. What is it about these hands? These hands that we use these hands for? Like, I'm a 20-year-old horny male. What do I use these hands for? Is that why she won't come near me, huh? Because we use these hands for foreplay. No, we use these hands to pick up stuff, to move stuff. Like, the first thing I think about when I use my hands is not foreplay. Who looks at their hands and go, oh, what are these things useful for? Foreplay.
Grabbing on to shit. Climbing.
Everything.
Anything but clapping some dolphin cheeks.
Exactly. How do you come with these conclusions? I'm not even gonna say it. How do you come up with this conclusion? How? Can somebody explain to me how? All right, let's just continue.
Mm-hmm.
When that thought crossed my mind, the dolphin stopped swimming around, stuck her head out of the water, and looked at me for about a minute. And then she swam right over to me.
This man literally said, I was thinking about using my hands for foreplay. She looked at me and she knew right away that I was thinking about using these hands were made for writing, but no, they're made for foreplay. And she looked at me and said, he looks like he wants to use his hands for foreplay. And she swam right over to you? How do you come up with that conclusion? I'm just going to press play.
And let me stroke her head. So that was the first time that I got a clue that dolphins can intercept your thoughts.
So in that moment, Dolly the dolphin read your mind.
She realized I was a zoophile.
Okay.
That I
She read my mind and knew that I was a zoophile. No, you knew you was a zoophile, buddy.
Can we just listen? You and me chat. Let's just eye to eye real quick here, okay? Now listen, I'm not an expert on dolphology or dolphin. I'll give it to this man. He definitely knows more about dolphins than I do, for many experiences, I would assume. But I'm willing to bet a lot of money on the line here that dolphins don't have a word that they use called zoophile for humans to do things with them. Okay? I'm willing to bet that they're not like, that he's a zoophile, y'all. Yeah. The anatomy of his wiener says that he's a zoophile. Like, you know, this man is literally making up stuff as he goes along to justify him. Why am I arguing this? Y'all know how stupid this is.
The only thing that makes him different from the other people that are zoophiles is the fact that it was with a dolphin.
That's it.
That's literally it.
That's it.
That's literally it.
And he's trying to paint it in this light like he was just doing the right thing. You know, if somebody comes into your house, you know, and they're like throwing booty at you, I mean, the right thing to do is what? Just take it, right? Like, no! You are a 20-year-old man in the water with a dolphin, and the dolphin's like, hey, you know, let's just say for whatever reason he came in, the dolphin was in heat, right? You know what the responsible thing what an adult would do is go, I should not do that. That's absolutely disgusting. First and foremost, I could go to jail for this. Secondly, what kind of person does that make me to go, this dolphin is horny, so because it's horny, I have an obligation to pipe it down.
Oh my god.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
I might be a good experimental subject for her. File.
Okay.
I might be a good experimental subject for her.
I can't get it past through a whole sentence without this man literally making me have to pause it. I don't want to pause it, but I have to pause it because every time he says something stupid, okay, listen, when it comes to stating a fact, when it comes to stating something that you want to convince people of, you have to frame it in a way that people look at it in that context, right? Right? So let's say, let's say someone abuses their girlfriend or boyfriend, right? In order to not look like the bad guy, you have to frame what happened in a way that makes you look like the victim that retaliated, right? Or the person that wasn't in control. Okay, so let's say some person, they beats up their girlfriend and or boyfriend, right? And let's say you were the aggressor that beat him up, right? Let's say for whatever reason, let's say you were the chick and your boyfriend forgot to bring you chicken nuggets. I don't know why you want to beat up your boyfriend over some chicken nuggets. It is what it is, right? So you frame it to the police and go, well, he was supposed to bring me dinner, and then I got upset, and he started yelling, and then he did X, Y, Z that escalated the situation to where I had to defend myself because I thought that he was going to hurt me, right? So when you frame it in that context of his injury, you're not the victim. He is, because he escalated it. He's doing the exact same thing with this dolphin. He's saying, well, I was the experiment. I had no control. I didn't do anything. Like this is Dolphin 101. They just sleep with everybody all the time. That's every time they say hello, they get it on. And she was a scientist. I seen it because she had some scientist glasses on, right? She had the trench coat, everything, right? She was taking down notes on her flipper. She looked at me and said, right? And she was like, hey, I'm going to come over to you and you're going to be my experiment for the day. And I'm not the victim because I was the experiment. All right, let's continue.
I had no designs on a dolphin that time. I was
Stop the cat.
more or less into sex with dogs. And
What? What? Did he just say he was more into dogs before he had sex with this dolphin?
Yeah. This is the most cursed thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
I hadn't had any, but I had tried. And I frankly didn't want to get involved with the dolphin sexually. The dolphin found me irresistible. And every time I went down to the park, her attention was focused on me.
Once again, he's making it about him being the victim as he's over. Look, he licking his lips, straight up, just lying to our faces, talking about some. Yo. This man was, what was he, flexing, taking his shirt off, like oiling himself up. He was just out there posing for the dolphin, just like, and what's...
He had like a little fish next to him that would track the dolphin.
Yeah! This is what I'm saying, y'all. When it comes to framing, this man is either incredibly brilliant or literally, I don't know how to put it. Because I cannot believe he is framing the fact that everything that happened is the Dolphins' fault. I've never wanted to throw myself into traffic before. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Sexually. The dolphin found me irresistible. And every time I went down to the park, her attention was focused on me. At some point, I was able to make conscious contact with Ruby and with Dolly and figure out...
No! Like, he's recounting other dolphin lovers. He said, listen, I made conscious contact with Ruby. I mean Dolly. I mean Dolly. Yeah. We don't talk about Ruby. We don't talk about what I did with Ruby. See, Dolly was my experiment.
Jesus.
Ruby is where all the nasty stuff happened. I'm done. I'm so done.
Yes, this was the dolphin communicating with me. I thought, this is so crazy, but what else have I got? I'm going to go with it. So I did, and eventually...
How? Nobody with any type of consciousness of their actions says things like this. I'm being contacted by dolphins. Well, you know what? Me might as well, like, whatever. What do I got to lose here? I'm just going to run with it.
Holy Mother of God!
Yes.
Eventually, I had to explain to her, in many states, bestiality is a crime, and I could go and be put in a jail or a mental institution for
You should.
sex with you.
Yeah?
And she said, well, you'd be kind of like in this place then, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I said, yeah.
Is this man literally saying, I had a conversation, we just sitting here chopping it up, shooting the breeze, right? And I'm explaining to her that here in the United States, and yeah, like, because we're in Florida, right? If I do some freaky things to you, I could go to jail. And she's sitting there like, yeah, you know what? Kind of like here, right? Like where I'm at, in jail. Yeah? And he's like, wow, you make such a good point, Dolly. You're such a good conversationalist. I never thought that I would connect with you on an emotional level. I never thought you were so smart. You're just telling me all these... My brain hurts. My brain literally hurts. Look at his crazy eyes too, bro.
His face, yeah. I was about to say, oh my god.
I don't know if he did anything with monkeys, but if he's willing to...
That's Ruby.
He made that himself. He was like, yo, this was Ruby when I seen her. She was all dressed up and everything. All right, let's just press play.
Kind of like where you are.
At this point,
Yes.
at this point, how physically were you communicating
Me
with
neither.
the dolphin? Was it with speech, or was it purely just with thought? Was it purely telepathic?
I was communicating with her on all fronts. It became sort of a thing in herself. I just found myself becoming fascinated with her, becoming more attracted to her, especially after I explained or tried to explain human sex to her. Her courtship took on a new dimension. It
This man is clearly clinically insane.
became very gentle, very erotic. I don't know how I got through to her if it wasn't telepathically, but something changed. and the dolphin began treating me with a newfound respect for my humanness. She was masturbating on me. She was rubbing her genital slit, which is, the opening of her vagina, against me to masturbate. And one time, she actually had a climax. I know because, she threw her head out of the water and was looking me right in the eyes.
Yeah. It was just like that. I was the victim here. Oh my God. I can't do this.
As she was masturbating on my foot. She was put up in the main pool with 5 male dolphins. She still preferred me.
Stop! Stop! There's no way. She was in there with 5 other Chads, right? Okay? But I was Alpha Chad there. She knew, she was like, yeah, this is the one. Yeah, she chose this. I didn't choose this. I didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me. I didn't choose that Dolphussy. The Dolphussy chose me. Oh, of course, laugh about it.
We've established that Dolly particularly and dolphins in general have far superior intelligence to what the average person understands or is willing to believe. Do you think Dolly was especially intelligent, or do you and maybe the other dolphins in the enclosure were not as as not as developed mentally as maybe Dolly was?
I think we're all crazy.
We had a different mindset when it came to humans.
I think she had a different mindset. Think about it for a second, okay? For 2 million years, we here on the land have been chipping rocks, and now we're at the point of building microcircuits.
Mm-hmm.
The dolphins have been in the same form, in the same place, for 12 million years. They haven't changed noticeably. They reached a level of perfection and adaptation to their environment 12 million years ago. I think if the dolphins have any kind of continuity, if they have any kind of history, if they have any kind of way of remembering things and passing them on to their children, it's vital that we contact them, learn how to communicate with them, because I think they've seen a lot of Earth's past.
Dolphins have been around for 12 million years, okay? They haven't changed at all. Because, just genetically, they reached perfection. And so, we went from taking rocks to, circuit boards, okay? So we are incredibly big brain, right? They haven't changed at all. So what is happening is, right? All right? Now think about it this way. All right? They're so advanced that they've passed down things to all of their kids, okay? They've learned so many things over the past 12 million years that they're just the ultimate life forms, okay? And then what happens in this perfect life form, okay? They've learned to telepathically talk to people, okay? And then when they talk to people, they start to tell them about the past 12 million years and how dolphinussy was used for all kinds of goods and services. They used to have complete factories down in the ocean, but then humans came around and man, shut up.